Welcome, crypto fam, to No One Daily Bitcoin Pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as well as breaking news. Tornado Cash co-founder has been officially released from prison. Also, this just in, Maryland State Delegate Kaylin Young introduces the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Act for Maryland. That's now 17 states in the USA. We'll also be discussing BlackRock increases stake in Michael Saylor's strategy to 5%, as well as Kentucky joins the growing list of U.S. states to introduce Bitcoin Reserve Bill, as well as Missouri bill proposes Bitcoin Reserve Fund for state investments. Also, Utah takes the lead in potentially enacting a Bitcoin Reserve Bill. Massive adoption across the United States, global hash wars, game theory. Send it. We'll also be discussing Trump media firm plans to launch a Bitcoin ETF. That's right. Quoting Eric Balchunas, the ETF analyst out of Bloomberg. Trump is going to launch a Bitcoin Plus ETF. Safe to say, first ever POTUS ETF issuer. What a country. We'll also be discussing some more sovereign wealth fund business here with the United States and Trump and how this is likely to ultimately counteract with the crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Bitcoin just flipped back in the green. I'm streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube, and I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. Happy TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. Shout out everyone in the live chat. We have Ashley Amon in the building. We have Gregory, who, that is Chandy Gregory, of course. She's actually Puerto Rico bound in the air, tens of thousands of feet on the airplane. Hey fam, I landed in Atlanta. Oh, you just landed in Atlanta. Stopover, 20 minutes, then the 4-hour layover. Then the $100,000 party in Puerto Rico. That's right, tomorrow. It's finally here, 100K. Bitcoin Fiesta family. I'm very excited for that one. I know we got Bring Facts here. We got, Crypto Surge and the rest of the fam. Shout out Mr. Corvette. Shout out Passive. That's right. We'll be seeing you soon, broski. Shout out Fax, Juan, Nashoba, and the rest of the fam. For some reason, I got the black screen thing today, so I will be looking at my phone to be reading comments. But I'm just glad we're live. Shout out Sweet Biddy McGee. Welcome everyone to the live stream. I'm going to go ahead and check the feed over on X and pin the stream to the very top of the profile. How it works is this. I pin it to the top. That way you guys can find it effortlessly. And if you guys can comment or quote the live stream, I will repost you and shout you out in real time. It's officially pinned to the top of the profile. So thank you guys in advance. Now I'm going to hit you with the theme music. Keep the comments flowing. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life. But Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone to today's live stream. It is Friday. It's crazy. A few hours ago, I was watching Bitcoin pump on the charts. We hit 100,000 and then we immediately corrected, but we're back in the green. Lots of volatility in the market, which is to be expected. Shout out Brian Moles, number one day of the Bitcoin pod. I just reposted you, brother. I am following you and I greatly appreciate the support. And anyone else as well, let me look down the list. Martin, thank you. CW Bath, thank you for the reposts. And of course, Sally over there in El Salvador, thank you for reposting my content. I greatly appreciate it. That's how we hack the algorithm out here. CW Bath put number one Bitcoin pod is live. Subscribe, click the like. That's right. And literally one day away from 100K. Bitcoin Fiesta, Puerto Rico. I can't believe it. It's already here in 4 more days of my birthday. I'm excited. I'm about to turn 33, the big 3-3. So we celebrate around here. Shout out Chris Klein. Good to have you here. And let me go ahead and open up the app so I can read the comments out loud. Big Wen, welcome, brother. Bring facts. Howdy, everyone. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for helping back home. We don't slay dragons. We're dragons that slay. Can I get an amen? Figured out I went the wrong route, so I got with JV and the Bitcoin fam and went all out. Amen, Sammy G. Shout out again, Ashley Almond, Bitcoin Cowboy, Sweet Bitty McGee, the rest of the fam. Hello, JV, Crypto fam. Everyone enjoy the party tomorrow. We will miss the daily pod. No, I'm still going to stream tomorrow. It's just going to be an early stream. The party is in the evening. On Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, there will be no stream. Not because I care about the Super Bowl, but because we're going to be on a boat excursion all day for VIP day. But tomorrow I am planning a podcast. It's just going to be early. I don't even know the exact time. It's whenever I wake up, I'll start working on it and we'll knock it out. So you guys still get an episode tomorrow. Iowa also introduced a reserve bill. Man, there must be 17 or 18 states. Only a matter of time before all 50 states are adopting the Bitcoin strategic reserve bill. And yeah, safe travel there, Chandy. Glad to hear you're safe there in Atlanta. It's a horrible stonk because it isn't. Says facts. Word up. Bought more sats today. Congratulations, broski. Have a blast, everyone, and the other crypto fam. You're all truly amazing. Right back at you, Ashley. Shout out to the fam. Also, we're going to be premiering a brand new music video never shared before. A new Chandy Jam music video for Bada Boom, Bada Bitcoin. It's pretty epic, to say the least. We will be playing that a little later on the stream. Welcome, everybody. The fiesta is going to be epic, says Diana. You already know. It's going to be amazing. Shout out Adam Taylor, BTFD, buy that motherfucking dip. Just reposted your broski. Keep the comments coming. But without further ado, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Then go ahead, subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, including TGIFs. Like today. Today is pod episode number 1899. I'm your host, JV. It's February 7th, 2025. And the Nippinator never needs an introduction. I mean, he's the new chairman of the SEC, for Christ's sake. But yeah, let's kick this mofo off with our market watch. You should be able to see right here on your screen, Coin 360 pulled up. Bitcoin flipped back in the green. We did recapture 100,000, but it was short-lived this morning. And then we corrected right back down to where we're currently at. 96.5, up 0.5% on the day. We have Ether down 2%, trading just above 2,600. We have XRP in the green, Solana, BNB, Tron, and XLM. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com. The current crypto market cap, 3.15 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap, just north of 1.9 trillion. We got roughly 129 billion worth of volume just in the past 24 hours. With the Bitcoin dominance currently at 60.8% and the Ether dominance all the way down to 10.1%. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Flare leading the pack, followed by Bera and IOTA. Let me know which alts, if any, you're bullish on for the bull. Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the daily. As you can see, I'd say, maybe 60-40 green over red for the day. And zooming out on the monthly, unfortunately, it's Wreck City. Many of the alts have corrected from anywhere from 20 to 60% on average, as you can see here. And checking out the Crypto Greed Inter Index. Today, we're 44 back in fear. Yesterday, 49 neutral. Last week, a 76 extreme greed. And last month, a 70 in greed. We hit them all. Fear, neutral, extreme greed, and greed. Only thing we're missing is the extreme fear, but that's the volatility of the market for you, family. And again, welcome everyone joining the live stream. JV here live and in the flesh. Already close to 400 people here. We're live on X. We're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube. This is the day before the 100K fiesta. So you already know, and welcome everyone just joining us. I'm going to read the comments out loud. Who said the Dragon Slay thing? My plain internet is funky. Whoever said that, fist bump goes out to you. That's what's up. Planning on joining a future Biddy Bash and hope the fam has a whiz-bang time in Puerto Rico. Shout out Toner Daily. Appreciate it, man. Ice storm hitting right now before I fly back. What could go wrong? Oh, snap. If I'm Gregory, then you are Coach JV. My coach always called me Simcoe. That was my last name then. That's what's up. I think the new strike may be set to be the new best stock. JB, did you see Trump announce that he is creating a Bitcoin ETF? Yes, that's our main feature story of the day. Hence the title and the thumbnail with the Trumpster. So we will be discussing that. I'll share with you everything we need to know. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bitty. You already know. Shout out Florida Boy Survival. We got a Central Florida representative in the building. Welcome, everyone. Enjoy the live stream. How is the beach? Shandy asked facts. I didn't get to go to the beach last time I was in Puerto Rico. Bitcoin hit 100,000 earlier. I seen it. Yeah, I saw it too, broski. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm going to check the X feed again. We're pinned at the top of my profile. All comments and quotes of the live stream, such as what you see from Diana, will get reposted in real time. Diana put, best Bitcoin news. Thank you, Diana. That's too kind. Shout out to the gas boy, again, Adam Taylor, and the rest of the fam.
Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada Bitcoin, bada boom, breaking banks, bada boom, we go. Laser eyes locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang. We're lunar high on a rocket ship. No keys, no crown, bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. It's a beautiful day in the Bitcoin hood. Paper hands panic, huddle gangsters fist. The biddy keeps rising as a superstar should. Loyal to the biddy, we already knew it would. They print and pretend, but we code and defend. Cold storage lock, never trust, never bend. Fiat's a Titanic, watch the central banks capsize. Ledger don't lie, every block crystallize.
Fire track, and there's a video that goes along with this. We'll play it later in the live stream. Again, welcome everyone just joining us. I'm going to take another sip of the Spindrift. They finally got the Spindrifts back in Costco. It's about time. I was like going through withdrawals, for Christ's sake. All I was drinking was ginger for the past several weeks. Facts, I appreciate it, brother. Chris Klein, welcome everybody. Let's go.
Immutable, unchangeable, unbreakable. Block by block, this train can't be tamed. This decentralized power lit with the dragon's flame. Prophecy of Satoshi, BTC can't be contained. No more playing Monopoly, decentralized. We reign. Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada Bitcoin.
Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Love the new Jammy Jam. But anyways, now for our TA, a little astrology for the broskies. We'll also be pulling up some of the live charts. So here we go. Headline reads, Bitcoin tags 100 Gs. Despite warning Fed rate cut pause, here to stay. That's right. Bitcoin spiked to 100,000 this morning. I actually saw it live when I was going through the news to try to pick out headlines for the show, and here we are correcting since then. But nonetheless, here's the 1 hour chart. I'll pull up the live charts for you here in a bit. The U.S. added 143,000 positions last month, short of the expected 169,000, and far below the traders' estimates on the prediction services. Crypto and stock markets gained as a result, with the figures implying the labor market was not as resilient to restrictive financial policy as first thought. Despite this, the latest estimates from the CME Group FedWatch tool showed markets pricing out the likelihood of the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates at the next meeting in March. The odds of a base 0.25% cut stood at 8.5% at this time, down from 14.5% before the job releases. Quoting the Kabisi letter here, the unemployment rate fell to 4%, below expectations of 4.1%. Now, Bitcoin set an uptick, thus appeared to little match macroeconomic reality as traders celebrated its return to six figures. How many times have we recaptured six figures since initially hitting it? It must be at least 30 times. It's pretty wild, to say the least. But nonetheless, quoting Dan Crypto Trades, that Bitcoin breaking out now. A higher low made now needs to break that local high of 102 to leave this area behind. That's what the bulls should try to accomplish, to flip the market structure back to bullish on this time frame. As you can see here on the 1 hour chart and analyzing the 4 hour chart, Roman continued the optimism, confirming he was anticipating much higher, very solid weekly close. The 1 day and the 1 week have completely reset to break this range and continue our uptrend to 130 Gs, which is the current target on the 4 hour chart. And I'll show it to you here shortly. But yeah, you can see the RSI reading. Let's see what happens at 108. Resistance, we shall soon see. And another analyst, SKU, said that 100,000 was the level of flip to support on the lower time frames. It is the big psychological level, obviously. Positioning likely picks up again with the trend resolution, part of a previous post explain, highlighting 102 as the significant line in the sand for the bulls to cross. So that's what we got to get above. Let's see if we can do so at our 100K Fiesta. It'd be dope if we get a close above the 102 so we can ascend right to 130. Price discovery is currently at 109.3, which we achieved on Inauguration Day. That was on the 20th. So there you have it. Now, checking out this breaking news. Tornado Cash co-founder Alexei Pertsev has been released from prison. The war on crypto is over. First Ross, and now this young man. God bless them both. And also in breaking news, Maryland State Delegate Kaylin Young introduces the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Act of Maryland. I think that's now like 18 or so states introducing a strategic Bitcoin reserve as the game theory continues. And pulling up some of the live charts, we'll check it out via TradingView. Give me a second to show it to you. You should be able to now see this on your screen. This is the 1 hour chart. Obviously, we've had a corrective day after tapping 100 earlier this morning. And zooming out from the 1 hour, take a look at the 4 hour. You can see we still have the sexy 130,000 target, which you can see on your screen. And we do have some bear targets. We do have a bear target at just shy of 82 and some others. And zooming out from the 4 hour, take a quick look at the 1 day. The 1 day chart says it's going up forever, Laura. We have a rising wedgie. And zooming out from the daily, we'll take a quick look at the weekly. You're going to notice a sexy cup and handle target sitting at 124. And last couple of weeks haven't been in the green as far as the weekly closes. Let's see what this Sunday brings us. Super Bowl Sunday, that is. And zooming out on the monthly, you can see thus far in the month, we're forming an itty bitty red. January was itty bitty green. December, itty bitty red. And November, the biggest green Godzilla candle we have yet seen since the inception of the Genesis block. And if you don't know, now you know. Broskies. And again, welcome everyone join the live stream. We're live and in the flesh, 600 people here on the stream. Spread the word. Let people know we're live. We're orange pilling the masses, and it smells sweet as blackberry molasses. Shout out, Matt. Did BlackRock just buy MicroStrategy? Yes, they did. That's our next story of the day. You're ahead of the crowd. The next title, headline, BlackRock increases stake in Michael Saylor's strategy to 5%. And as you know, they just rebranded from MicroStrategy to Strategy B. And if you don't know, now you know. That's right. Almost 420 in Puerto Rico. Happy 420 in advance. It's 419 to be exact. Flip the chart, it'll look better. I smuggled seeds here, not weed. Seeds are legal, says Facts. But does me no good. Haven't hit a dispensary. Jeez Louise. Be careful what you say because I'm reading comments out loud. And I don't know until I read it what you say. Ashley Almond, I'm currently listening to the pod while driving down to O'Fallon to pick up some of the stuff. And I have now seen I don't know how many cops are on the highway. Well, be safe, please. Focus. It was 27 degrees last night, the chill factor. Well, that's why you should be in Puerto Rico right now. BlackRock didn't buy strategy, but did increase 5% of the strategy stock. That's what we're referring to, buying the stock. Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Bone Daddy. Good afternoon, Harry Balls. Now the pod can really get going. We got Harry Balls on the stream. Ashley Almond, happy 420. That's right. It's now officially 420, broskies. Cheers. Yeah, 24 degrees is here. Is definitely a winner. It's too late to invest in Bitcoin. What do you guys say to that question, Joel? Answer Joel's question. Is it too late to invest in Bitcoin, broskies? My favorite subject in regards to Bitcoin is talking about the side chains with a Lightning Network to work on the planets like Mars, says Matt. We 100K, 100X. What fund did they buy the MicroStrategy in? We're going to get to all that. Stay tuned. It's our next story of the day. And again, welcome everyone. Close to 700 people on the live stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. Let's go.
Bada boom, breaking banks. Bada boom, we go. Laser eyes locked. The biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang. No keys, no crown. We're Luna high on a rocket ship. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. Huddle tight, hold them tight, never gonna sell. 21 forever, it's a blackjack fairy tale. No inflation, no debasing, lizard folk gonna yell, raising hell. Cause bada boom, I bought a Bitcoin.
Bada boom, I bought a Bitcoin. Let me know what you think of the new jam. There's a brand new music video that goes along to it. I'll be premiering a little later in the stream. Shout out Chandy, #1 Bitcoin music channel. She produces all the exclusive music, the Biddy music, in which we play each and every day. I went ahead and pinned her direct link to her YouTube channel in the comments section on the YouTube. So make sure you guys are following her, not only on YouTube, but also on X. Show your support. It's greatly appreciated. Let's help her blow up her channel and blow up her following over on X. We greatly appreciate all the support we can get. So thank you guys in advance. And again, welcome everybody joining the live stream. Shout out Catherine Weaver. Greatly appreciate it. East Afro. Shout out Griffin. and the rest of the fam. Now that we've broken down the astrology for the broskies, let's continue with our next story of the day, shall we? Which is the latest via BlackRock. BlackRock, as you can see in the headline, increases their stake in Michael Saylor's strategy to 5%. And if you didn't know, they are the primary shareholder, meaning the largest shareholder of MicroStrategy, which is now considered Strategy B. So here's the latest, broskies. BlackRock has increased its stake in Saylor's strategy, reinforcing its growing institutional interest in the biddy. BlackRock, as we know, is the world's largest asset manager, which has 11.6 trillion in assets under management, increased its stake in strategy to 5%, according to a February 6th filing with the U.S. SEC. And ironic enough, I believe they already have a 5% stake of the total circulating Bitcoin supply. And that's also Michael Saylor's goal with Strategy B. Now, following the investment, MicroStrategy stock prices rose by more than 2.8% in pre-market trading to change hands at $325 as of today, as you can see here on your screen. Strategy is the world's largest corporate Bitcoin holder, currently with 471,107 BTC on the balance sheet, worth roughly $48 billion. And as you know, back when they were formerly known as MicroStrategy, they were the first publicly traded company to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet. And Michael Saylor has been accumulating like a madman ever since. BlackRock's growing stake in Saylor's company comes a day after MicroStrategy rebranded to Strategy and adopted a Bitcoin-themed visual marketing scheme. Hey, those bars kind of rhyme. Now, BlackRock Strategy continued to increase their Bitcoin exposure, while, of course, continuing to invest into Bitcoin despite the recent Bitcoin correction below 100,000. I dare say they're more excited to invest in Bitcoin sub 100,000 because you get more bang for your buck. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Feel what I'm saying? Despite sustaining a $670 million net loss for the fourth quarter of last year, Strategy will continue executing its 21-21 plan, targeting $42 billion in capital over the next 3 years, split between equity and fixed income securities to buy more of the biddy. Hence, we call Saylor the Bitcoin alchemist, just as he was featured on the cover of Forbes. Now, Strategy said it already raised $20 billion of that $42 billion, fueling its Bitcoin buying spree, largely through senior convertible notes and debt. Hence, Bitcoin alchemy. And as for the BlackRock, its ETF, IBIT, became the world's 31st largest ETF amongst all ETFs in the world, including crypto and traditional financial products. And on Jan 31st, according to data from Verify, as outlined here, BlackRock is the largest Bitcoin ETF, worth over $55.5 billion, controlling over 48.7% of the cumulative holdings of all U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs, according to Dune Analytics. You can see BlackRock with 570,000, then we got Fidelity with 224,000, Grayscale 200,000, 21 shares 53,000, and the list goes on. ETF investments were a significant element in Bitcoin's 2024 price rally, accounting for 75% of the new investments when it recaptured the $50,000 mark. Feb 15th, I dare say it was February 12th, because I remember for my birthday, February 11th, I was praying for a 50,000 Bitcoin price, and then I recall on February 12th, the following day when I did the live stream, we finally broke 50 G's, baby. And I remember it like it was yesterday because I stream each and every day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. Now, beyond financial institutions, U.S. lawmakers are increasingly considering adopting Bitcoin as a savings technology. In fact, the theme in today's show is all the states adopting a strategic Bitcoin reserve or passing the strategic Bitcoin reserve bill. Kentucky, Missouri, Utah, Maryland, the list goes on and on. So I think there's now 18 states. I can't even keep up with it anymore. But quoting them here, if Kentucky moves forward, it creates a roadmap for the others to follow. And the SEC, the Fed, and even Congress will have to grapple with how to classify Bitcoin and public reserves. It is a commodity, or is it a security? Something entirely new? Well, we know it's not a security. It's absolutely a commodity. And I think that's precisely what it's labeled. Kentucky's bill comes a week after the state of Illinois announced a plan for a Bitcoin reserve bill that a proposed minimum Bitcoin holding strategy of 5 years, which we dove deep into in yesterday's stream, and we'll touch upon the latest here in our next story of the day as Kentucky joins the growing list of U.S. states to introduce the Bitcoin Reserve Bill. And if you don't know, now you know. Welcome everyone to the live show, another divine omen. 777 viewers across X, YouTube, and Rumble on the Tri stream. So welcome everybody. I'm going to read the comments out loud. What it do, man? Lightning is after all the settle for the main chain core. My first time using Lightning Network to make a real-life purchase was a couple of weeks ago in El Salvador. I visited Bitcoin country. I had some pupusas with my homie, and we zapped some sats, and it was amazing. I spent $10 in sats, and it was a a 2 penny Lightning fee. So my total was $10.02 for dinner for two, which was amazing. Dinner for two in Puerto Rico, expect to spend minimal $50. More likely, if it's half a decent place, it might even be $100. In El Salvador, you can have dinner for two for $10. You know what I mean? So crazy difference when it comes to pricing, but we all know that inflation is out of control here. They definitely don't have inflation under control. Don't believe nothing the suits tell you, family. DNA Noonan is here. I'm here watching the greatest show on the tube. Love your brother, right back at you. Appreciate you. Not sure you have some lock time against cheating. Is that long enough? It might still work. Not sure. Interesting. Not sure what you're referring to, Mr. Devilicke. Cocoa Maxes of the bomb diggity. If you've never had a Cocoa Max, you're missing out on life. The greatest drink to ever exist. I believe they sold 298 Cocoa Maxes at the Max and Stacy Invitational. It was delicious. My favorite new drink, by the way. Shout out Max Kaiser. Can't wait to be back. Mexico City, dabbing it, bumping it, crushing it, fully tinted down so no one can see me through the window. Milking the Jeffries. Shout out International Street Family. Shout out Job Bless. Shout out Short Coin. And the rest of the fam. So bullish. I love the bullishness in the ether. And I'm talking about Ethereum in the ether. Lightning. Yeah, man. Lightning for the win. Let me know what your guys' favorite Lightning wallet. I've been using Exodus. That was my wallet of choice for Lightning when I was in El Salvador. Curious if any of you have the mobile app, that one. Also, another one is Strike, which has a headquarters in El Salvador. And of course, there's so many other options. There is no second best. You damn straight.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
And shout out the one and only Darth Melda. Always an honor to have you posting and just good to hear from you. And also shout out to the Oracle, the one and only. Shout out Digital Dankness and the OGs of the channel. Come for the news, stay for the memes. Precisely, Darth Melda. And I greatly appreciate the comment on the stream. I just reposted you. And again, anyone who comments or quotes the live stream will get reposted in real time. That's how we hack the algorithm out here and get more eyeballs on the stream. And thank you, Darth Melda, for reposting 3 of my posts. I just got all the notifications. You guys are awesome.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Do you know what forever means? Infinity times infinity. Forever. I got 99 problems. Biddy ain't one. Hit me. Precisely, brother. KRS1 legend. Precisely. Shout out to Chris. KRS, that is. There is no reason for Ethereum unless someone can come up with a valuable reason to have decentralized apps. Something are just fine and more efficient to have centralized. Mohammed went to the troll land. Yeah, we ain't seen Muhammad since Chandy created I Got 99 Problems. Mohammed ain't one. Haven't seen him since. Whoever's selling Bitcoin in this environment is mentally challenged. I second that. Mr. Relentless, you make a good point there, brother. And again, welcome everyone joining us. We got 900 people live and in the flesh on the live stream. And there's a try stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. But let's keep it moving. Let's move on to our next story of the day. Let's discuss the latest. You can see the headline here. Kentucky joins the growing list of U.S. states to introduce the Bitcoin Reserve Bill. Global hash wars for the win. That's coined by Max Kaiser many years ago, by the way, all predicted, and it's all coming into fruition. Kentucky has become the 16th U.S. state to introduce legislation aimed at establishing a Bitcoin reserve, highlighting the growing adoption of digital assets at the state level. The bill, KYHB 376, was introduced by Kentucky State Representative Theodore Roberts on February 6. If passed, it would authorize the State Investment Commission to allocate up to 10% of excess state reserves into digital assets, including Bitcoin. And here's what it reads, family. The total amount of excess cash invested under subsection 9KI and M of this section shall not, at the time of the investment is made, exceed 10% of the total amount of the excess cash invested under subsection 9 of the section. And while the bill doesn't mention particular cryptos, it criteria refers to digital assets other than stablecoins with a market cap of over $750 billion. Now, there's not many cryptocurrencies or stablecoins with a market cap above $750 billion, clearly, which is averaged over the previous calendar year. Bitcoin is the only crypto to fall under this criteria with its $1.9 trillion market cap. Biddy for the win. In comparison, Ether's $330 billion market cap would need to grow twofold to even qualify for the potential reserve. Sucks to be ETH right now, but look at the Bitcoin adoption across the United States. It's orange country. The entire United States is turning Bitcoin orange. Respect the pump. Kentucky became the 16th state in the U.S. to introduce legislation for the Bitcoin reserve, following Arizona, Alabama, Florida, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Hampshire, North Dakota, South Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, Kansas, and why it might as well be every state there is. I'm just saying. As the 16th state to consider such regulation, Kentucky's move may set a precedent for the federal level strategic Bitcoin reserve. According to Andy Leon, author of the Intergovernmental Blockchain Expert, if Kentucky moves forward, it creates a roadmap for the others to follow. The SEC won't let me be a let CZ free just I digress. The Fed and even Congress will have to grapple with how to classify the Bitcoin in public reserves. Is it a commodity? Well, of course it's a commodity. As something entirely new, this could accelerate regulatory clarity, but it also risks creating a patchwork of state-level rules that complicate national policy. Want to know an example of what a security is, an unregistered security? Trump coin is an unregistered security. Melania coin is an unregistered security. Haktua coin is an unregistered security. And the list goes on, folks. But I digress. Let's not forget the consumer protection angle. If Bitcoin's volatility tanks, taxpayers could be on the hook, which raises serious governance questions. Leanne said, despite the volatility-related concerns, Kentucky's bill is a massive vote of confidence for the biddy. It could drive institutional interest through the roof, pushing other states and even countries to consider similar moves. But adoption isn't just about the price. It's about the infrastructure. Kentucky will need robust custody solutions, cybersecurity measures, and a clear exit strategy if things go south. The Kentucky bill comes a week after the state of Illinois announced a plan for the Bitcoin Reserve bill that proposed a minimum Bitcoin holding strategy of at least 5 years. 5 years for the HODL gang. HODL gang. HODL gang. Where are you at? And next story, we'll be discussing the Missouri bill for the Bitcoin reserve. Then we'll be discussing the latest with Utah. And then we'll be discussing the breaking news with Trump launching a Bitcoin ETF. Bitcoin Plus is the name, so I'll give you the lowdown on that. But anyways, welcome everyone joining the live stream. What'd it do? Let's see how many people we got here live and in the flesh. 1,000. We had 1,000. Awesome. Keep the comments flowing, fam. It's appreciated. Bitcoin is based on the fundamental math like the Fibonacci patterns that exist everywhere in nature. Bitcoin is like nature's fingerprint on technology. I second that. Excellent thoughts there, 7 Laws. I appreciate you sharing. Good to see you, Darth Melda in the chat, as always. Always crypto fam. I'm going to hop off here. Made it to O'Fallon. You guys all enjoy the party tomorrow. 100K Fiesta. Can't wait to see the pictures and hear all the stories. Love you all. Right back at you, Ashley. Have a safe travel there, and thank you for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. It's all good. The news, the adoption. Why is the price going down, stuck in the range? There's always manipulation from the whales, but it's okay. Guess what? Nobody can hold Bitcoin. Trying to hold and suppress Bitcoin down is like one of those, beach balls that you blow up in air and you play with at the pool, and then you try to put it under and it just shoots up. That's the pretty little bitty going up. That's my favorite analogy, by the way. Just got home, missed you guys. Shout out to the Oracle. Show the Oracle some love. We've been missing you as well. It's just not the same without you. Matt says your Bitcoin passphrase is in a known set that could be potentially guessed, but it is so very unlikely to ever happen. Correct. It's virtually impossible, hence why nobody can just randomly guess those, and not even supercomputers can guess it. So what's the probability of a human guessing it? Unless your name is Edgar Casey or Nostradamus, it's not motherfucking happening, and that's the reality of it. It was disappointing that the Hawk coin did what it did. I feel it would have brought a lot of people into the crypto space. Unfortunately, it did bring a lot of people into the crypto space, and now they have a bad taste in their mouth because they got scammed and rugged, just like virtually every other meme coin that come before it, unfortunately. Cheers, family. I appreciate it. Shout out to the Thunder Duck and anyone else joining the live stream. I'm going to check the X feed again. Anyone who comments or quotes this live stream is going to get shouted out in real time. So let's make it happen. Thank you, Shortcoin 100K. Party is officially tomorrow in Puerto Rico. I can't wait. And shout out to the Oracle. She wrote JV is live. Get to watch the best Bitcoin pod on the planet. Thank you, Oracle. You're amazing.
They flew through the FUD.
And of course, shout out Sergio. I'm expecting an awesome package of hats this evening, broski.
They knew they were Luna bound.
And by the way, BitcoinCaps.net, #1 Bitcoin caps on the planet.
Played in and slung a little mud. What they did was have each other six and spit out the Bitcoin sound. They spread hope with their Dragon fam, singing ditty jammy jams, working with their 5th Lev G, Dragon family, JVC and Nate family. Hodl gang Dragon, so legendary. They flew through wars and political storms. Satoshi armed fire-breathing champions of the Bitcoin, sharing the message, lighting Bitcoin flames, fire-breathing truth, preaching, fighting for financial hope and currency change. Music lit, words so hot only a dragon could spit. Lit, rip, rip. Fiat was burning and Bitcoin was on fire. The tide was turning.
Bitcoin on fire. Happy 11/11. We got 1,111 people on the live stream. So make some noise for that. What a divine omen. Let's continue with the news. If you're just joining us, just a quick reminder. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. It's a tri-stream. I do a tri-stream each and every day. And then after the video version of the podcast ends via the live stream, we syndicate it to all major podcasting platforms. It includes iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, you name it. In fact, we're the #1 Bitcoin daily podcast. We get hundreds of thousands of downloads per month. And many people may not know that. Maybe you've only ever watched on YouTube or X or on Rumble. So I also want to throw that out there that we're live on every podcasting platform. Today is literally episode number 1899, making this the most consistent Bitcoin podcast to ever exist. So respect. And again, welcome everyone just joining us. Let's continue with our next story of the day, shall we? Headline reads, Missouri bill proposes Bitcoin reserve fund for the state investments. Let's break this one down. And again, welcome everyone just joining the live stream. So Missouri Representatives Ben Keithley introduces the House Bill 1217, proposing the creation of a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Fund to diversify the state's investment portfolio. On Feb 6, Keithley filed the HB 1217, proposing the U.S. state of Missouri diversify the portfolio to include the BITI as a hedge against fiat currency inflation. If signed into law, the bill would allow Missouri Treasurer to receive, invest, and hold Bitcoin under certain circumstances, as announced right here on X. All the deets. But in the introductory bill, Keithley recommended establishing a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Fund to be overseen by the state treasurer. That's right. The Bitcoin Fund would be able to collect Bitcoin via gifts and donations from governmental entities, as well as Missouri residents. It would also require all government entities in Missouri to accept crypto in uses approved by the Department of Revenue, which would include taxes, fees, fines, and other eligible payments. However, payees would be required to cover the transaction fees. Additionally, Keithley's HB 1217 proposed a long-term Bitcoin HODL strategy for the state. That's a win. The treasurer shall store all Bitcoin collected under subsection 2 of this section for a minimum of 5 years from the date that the Bitcoin enters the state's custody. Now, the legislation would grant the Missouri state treasurer the authority to invest, purchase, and hold Bitcoin using state funds. The proposed effective date for HB 1217 is set for August 28th and is subject to change based on further discussions. The second hearing for the bill was not scheduled at this time. Now, Missouri's bill follows a similar initiative in Utah, which we'll dive into deeper in our next story, because again, this nation state adoption we have going on with Trump at the nation level, but we also have the individual state level. Which one will come into play first? The way things are looking, I think it's going to happen from the state level, but you let me know your thoughts, and I'll read your comments out loud before we dive into our next story of the day and break down the latest of what's happening here in the market. Let's go. So yeah, let me continue reading here. Most people don't have the patience to become winners. It is literally as easy as buy and wait, but emotions get in the way. Well said. It's that easy. God made it so easy for us to all win with Bitcoin, but we get in our own way and we trade for Haktua coin, Melania coin, and Trump coin, and then we get rugged, and then you lose all your pretty little bitty. But the intent is to grow your Bitcoin stash. But if you can just have the sage-like patience, bring faxes, referencing, we can all be winners. All you got to do is hodl for at least 4 years, a single cycle. Easy peasy. It's so easy, people mess it up because they get in their own head. Like, it can't be this easy. What if I just traded some of this coin and I can quadruple my Bitcoin? But it doesn't always work that way, does it, fellas? So be careful with the shitcoinery. You've been warned. I know people will run nodes off of the solar. That's what's up. Also, take note, SHA-256 can be replaced with a soft fork of the core, says Matt Newell. Power shortage anywhere? I think you're mixing up the nodes. I guess we have some conversation going here. Make bong hits great again. Let her rip, tater chip. Precisely. Anyways, yes, hear them roar. One of my favorite tracks is this Dragon's Jammy Jam. If you've never seen the music video, I strongly encourage you to visit Chandy's channel and check it out. It's fire.
Spent some time learning. They had a yearning for victory through the earning. They had tickets for an outer space flight, launching from a VIP Dragon-only rocket station. Prep for feeling a Milky Way high kind of delight. Doing da-dung moon, just a pit stop, but they had to be patient. The Bitcoin Dragon team isn't weak. They're not greedy, they are unique. They're not sheep.
Well, yeah, dragons aren't sheep.
Da-da-diddy doing going, so they knew they weren't.
That's right. Dragons aren't sheep. Facts. So don't treat us like no sheeple out here. I'll have to hit the gong just to make the lizard folks scurry in a hurry. Those Genslers and Warrens, you know, the shiftmeisters out there.
Done with their work, no time to take a vacay. But soon they did pause to applaud the 100K. Puerto Rico bound, the dragon wings rested, and they were taking it easy on a private jet. Whoa,
and that's right, family. Tomorrow's the big 100K Bitcoin fiesta in Puerto Rico, in which I'm hosting alongside Shandy. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. I can't believe it's only tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. We're still going to do a show tomorrow, but the show's going to be early in the afternoon. So it'll be an early afternoon show. And that way we could, prepare for the big party. And then on Sunday, there's not going to be a stream because it's VIP day. And we're going to be out on a boat excursion, snorkeling, and doing all that island fun stuff here in Puerto Rico. But anyways, let's continue with the news. We still got 2 more stories to go, and then we'll hit you with some live Q&A as well as premiere a brand new music video from Chandy 10 Music. So yeah, next headline of the day reads, Utah takes the lead in potentially enacting a Bitcoin reserve bill. Utah, Mormon country for the win. Let's go. Utah one step closer to potentially becoming the first U.S. state with a Bitcoin reserve after advancing the strategic Bitcoin reserve bill through the House, which now heads to the Senate. The strategic Bitcoin reserve bill has officially passed the House in the state of Utah. According to the Satoshi Action Fund founder and CEO Dennis Porter, shout out Porter, the bill now moves on to the Senate. About time. The Utah House Economic Development Committee passed HB 230, the Blockchain Digital Innovation Amendment Bill, by an 8-1 vote on Jan 28th. I wonder who the hater was that voted against it. Now, Utah Representative Jordan Tusher proposed the bill January 21st. That's a blackjack, baby. It would give the state treasurer authority to allocate up to 5% of the certain public funds to buy qualifying digital assets such as Bitcoin, high cap crypto assets, and stablecoins. We firmly believe that Utah will be the very first state to introduce this legislation, said Porter. Let me know if you agree that it will be Utah before all the other states. And there's like 18 moving in that direction right now. The bill will now head to the Senate, where it will need majority approval before it is given to the governor to sign or veto. The only other U.S. state with a similar bill close to this stage in approval is Arizona, where the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Act, co-sponsored by Senator Wendy Rogers and Representative Jeff Wenger, passed the Senate Finance Committee on Jan 27th and is now pending the House vote. Meanwhile, New Mexico has become the latest U.S. state to propose a Strategic Bitcoin Reserve with legislative SB 57 put forward by Senator Ann Thornton, Feb 4th, 3 days ago. The Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Act proposes allocating 5% of the public funds into the BITI. And recently, lawmakers in North Dakota rejected House Bill 1184, which have enabled state investment in crypto assets and precious metals. The bill failed to pass the House January 31st with a vote of 32 for it and 57 against. 14 U.S. states have now introduced bills giving their local treasuries permission to buy crypto assets such as Bitcoin, according to the Bitcoin Reserve Monitor, which you can see here on your screen. Now, there you have it, yo. And again, welcome everybody just joining the live stream. We got 1,300 people here tuned in from all over the world. Happy TGIF. Tomorrow, Sat Stack and Saturday. Tomorrow, 100K. Bitcoin Fiesta. Sunday, VIP Day. Also happens to be this thing called the Super Bowl. But let me know where you think the price action is likely to take us this weekend. Do you think we continue to correct and trade sideways? Or do you think we'll start a ripping like the new Scottie Pippen? You let me know your thoughts. And speaking of Pippen, let's go Bitcoin Bulls. SHA 256 may be obsolete one day, though, but usually this would be determined before anyone obtained the ability, so there'd be soon enough time to replace it, says Matt. Catch you later with all the things I have this afternoon. Hope to go into the party. Everyone have a great time. Thank you, Jerome. 1% of the U.S. government has been audited. 99% left to go. Let's go. Hey, dude, it's Flat Earth Rob here. I got some points that you need to check out. The author of Adventures of Baron Trump also wrote The Last President, which describes gold being replaced by silver. This is what's happening. Dollars replaced for the BITI, and then the stagflation. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah, I haven't read the actual book, but I watched the video on that, actually. The Baron Trump, Adventures of Baron Trump thing. That was actually pretty fascinating. Very fascinating. The plot, it the same. Word, the only Super Bowl I'm practicing in this is opening my third eye. Right on, Seven Laws. And shout out Sweet Bitty McGee. Welcome to the live stream. Ribbon. It's a ribbon time. Let her rip, tater chip. Politicians, the Dems are crying, screaming, throwing temper tantrums, which should tell you all you need to know. Precisely. What else do we need to know? Enough of the temper tantrums. We've had enough. We're going to strike the gong. Like this on 3. Send pretty little bitty back above 100 G's. 1, 2, 3.
Puerto Rico, then they got back to work. You can't stall or tame a Bitcoin dragon. A number 10 Mountain Berg dragon. Whenever back down a CNA dragon will always stand its ground, breathing fire to protect the house, the HODL house. These dragons were given the gift of a flame meant to light the world orange, painting a brighter picture with the Bitcoin vision. Oh, dragon, dragon, never underestimate a Bitcoin dragon's God-guided passion or its loyalty to humanity and Satoshi. Dragons, 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 our flame is your light burning bright on fire, guiding you to the Bitcoin truth, the Satoshi light. Oh, yeah! 2024 year of the dragon, hear it roar. Bitcoin, hear it roar. Dragons, hear them roar. HODL gang, hear them roar. Peanut Fred, hear them roar. Candy 10, hear a roar. Paper, hear a roar. JB, hear a roar. Nipsey, hear a roar. CNA family, hear them roar. Satoshi, hear him roar.
Ross, hear him roar.
Bitcoin kids, hear them roar.
Let's go. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day. Happy TGIF. 1,400 people here live and in the flesh. Welcome, everyone. The Oracle says, I just got out of court and all charges were dropped. Me being the mama bear. Let's just say that someone met an object that was attracted to my arm in defense of Amari. Oh, wow. I didn't know you were going through some court stuff. Very fascinating. And you're the most amazing mama bear that's ever existed. Shout out Amari, by the way. And happy to hear that all is good. So shout out to our Oracle. I need another bong rip. Well, Joe, what are you waiting for, brother? Take advantage of it. Seize the moment. What Eminem say in 8 Mile? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to hit the bong, brother. Biddy, hear him roar. Exactly, sweet Biddy McGee. Let's roar already. Never underestimate a Bitcoin dragon. Exactly. That's one of my favorite Chandy jams, by the way. But anyways, welcome everyone joining us. Keep the comments flowing. If you guys can comment or quote the live stream, it's pinned on X. I greatly appreciate that. And then I can repost your comment or quote, and it hacks the algorithm. That's how we get more and more eyeballs on a stream. That's how we end up with thousands of people on the stream every day. So thank you guys in advance. And it's never too late to repost. Even if you're watching the replay at a later time, repost it, comment, quote. It only helps. So thank you guys. But anyways, now for our featured story of the day. Check this out. Trump media firm plans to launch a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. That's right. Eric Balchunas actually leaked this just the other day on the 6th. Trump is going to launch a Bitcoin Plus ETF. Safe to say the first ever POTUS ETF issuer. What a country. Now let's read it precisely right here. Trump Media and Technology Group, for short, TMTG, which counts Trump as its majority owner, on Thursday said it had filed to register trademarks for new investment vehicles under its financial tech brand, Truth.fi. Each of the exchange-traded funds, which we know as ETFs, and separately managed accounts will sound familiar to anyone even tangibly familiar with the president's speeches over the past several months. And now for the highlighted part. Truth.fi plans to offer the Made in America, U.S. energy independence, and Bitcoin Plus ETFs, as well as separately managed accounts, according to the company. The plan includes an investment of up to $250 million custody by Charles Schwab, while Yorkville advisors will guide the TMTG. Very fascinating. So let's read into this breaking story, family. Feb 6th, this was just yesterday. Trump Media, which has U.S. president as the majority owner, filed the registered trademarks for the new investment vehicles under the fintech brand Truth.fi. Under the new trademarks, the firm plans to offer 3 types of investment funds: a Made in America ETF, and separately managed accounts, and a U.S. energy independence ETF and SMA, and the Bitcoin Plus ETF and SMA. Safe to say, first ever POTUS ETF issuer. What a country! And that was according to the Bloomberg expert himself, Eric Balchunas. So if he shares it, it's true. He's the one who gave us all the incredible information when BlackRock was first launching their ETFs, going back, that was January 11th when they officially went live, but he started feeding us that information the year prior. That was back at fourth quarter of 2023, and that's when the markets start to pump off of the back of that institutional FOMO. Now, the plan involves up to $250 million custodied by Charles Schwab, with Yorkville advisors providing guidance. TMTG CEO Devin Nunes stated, these funds are meant to provide alternatives to what he called woke funds. Interesting, quoting him here. We aim to give investors a means to invest in American energy, manufacturing, and other firms that provide a competitive alternative to the woke funds and the banking problems that you find throughout the market. We're exploring a range of ways to differentiate our products, including strategies related to Bitcoin. Despite Trump's brand, these will likely be microscopic in asset gathering compared to the IBIT, which is the BlackRock ETF, and FBTC, which is the Fidelity-wise one, etc. That said, just the fact they're launching it adds to the mainstreamification narrative, which matters, according to Balchunas. Now, TMTG has over $700 million in cash or such equivalents as of year-end. In addition to the $250 million Schwab custody agreement, the company's stock, DJT, rose roughly 6% after the announcement. And despite yet more positive news from the sector, Bitcoin and crypto markets were still in a retreat as the week came to a close. Trump's son Eric said it was a great time to enter Bitcoin this week. Let me know if you saw that tweet. I shared it the other day. However, he did, yet there was still no reaction. He did like put something else at the end of it, which he edited and removed, which he said like, thank me later or something. And then he removed it, which I found interesting. But even Donald Trump's official meme coin Trump didn't react to the news. The token actually declined. Womp womp. 6% on the day, was trading at $17.50. I think the top there was above $70. So a lot of people got super wrecked on that, just as I anticipated. And just as I addressed when it went live. Trump is now down 76% from the all-time high of $73. Okay. Just 3 weeks ago, as the meme coin took a beating in the broader market retreat, there was also no reaction to the Bitcoin market, with the asset falling to an intraday low of 95,800 before a marginal recovery to reclaim actually 100,000, which we tapped this morning, and then we corrected back down to where we're currently at. Additionally, spot Bitcoin ETFs in the U.S. were also in the red yesterday, with an outflow of 140 million following 2 days of inflows. And I also wanted to share this because I found this interesting, coming from Peter St. Onge. Here's what he wrote. Trump announces a federal sovereign wealth fund. As you know, they just signed the executive bill for the sovereign wealth fund that could buy stocks and even Bitcoin. If the goal is to pay off debt or back the dollar, it's a fantastic idea. But Trump won't be president forever, and this can turn into a $6 trillion slush fund for the deep state. And I mean, it's something to definitely consider, family. But what are your thoughts? You let me know, and I'm going to read your comments out loud. And welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We got 1,500 people here from all over the world tuned in, live and in the flesh. We're still live on X, Rumble, and YouTube, and I'm going to read your comments out loud. Feel free to share or ask anything you like, family. Who knew in the Flintstones Fred was dabbing? Yabba dabba doo. That's hilarious. There's Nippinator. He's back. He's been working hard. He's been working circles around Gensler. The one and only Nippinator. So far, February is sucking for crypto. We're only 7 days in. Historically, February is a very bullish month the year after the halving, just FYI. It may be the shortest month of the year, but it's the best. I may be base, but it is what it is. Shit out all my Aquarians. Major dip right now. Next support, level 92, 87. If it breaks, we'll likely visit 75. We shall soon find out, shall we? I'm excited for the OP Vault coming to the Bitcoin next update. What's the OP stand for there? I'm not ready for any weekend scaries, honestly, between jobs, hoping not to have to sell some of the biddies this summer, says Matt. Never sell your Bitcoin. Weed is so damn strong nowadays, says Steve. What's also curious, to say the least, the reaction of Howard Lutnick and Scott were going to monetize the balance sheet. You mean bring hyperinflation to the dollar and rebase against the biddy? Word up.
Wise owls hear them warn. Bitcoin, watch it soar, soar, soar. Going, we've won this war. 2024, we don't slay dragons. We are dragons that slay. It's the Bitcoin way. It's the Bitcoin slang. It's the Bitcoin play. Do yourself a favor, listen to what we say. Dragon power, rocket power, Bitcoin power. Unstoppable, unbreakable, undefeatable. Competent and capable. Loving and unchainable. Passionate and untamable. What a beautiful biddy. High.
Let's go. Wake and bake, Harry Balls. You nailed it. What'd you think about the meme coin trading pure scams? In my opinion, exactly what they are. They're unregistered securities, aka scams, and the people that create them get rich, and the people that buy them get poor or wrecked. And very small percentage do very well. Yeah, I mean, so just like any of the other meme coins, I mean, look at the Hawk2 launch. Clearly a scam. We all knew it was a scam. People still bought into it. A lot of people outside of crypto just like, wow, this looks like a great idea. If you were in crypto, I like to believe you knew it was a bad idea. But I think people are just looking to get rich quick. So they don't even care if it's a bad idea. You know what I mean? They just ape into it. And then before you know it, rug pull. And then they just, everyone at the top involved just points the finger at other people. Oops, and Hawk2 Girl just came out today. What I did wrong was actually trust yeah, you're an idiot. You can't trust anybody. Trust nobody, verify everything. Satoshi, there's only one of. There's never going to be another one. So anyone looking for the next, I'm looking for the next Bitcoin. Good luck with that. I wish you the best. OP Vault's the name of the proposed open code that would add the vault functionality. Oh, right on, brother. I didn't know about that. I'm a Leo myself, born in the year of the tiger, but Aquarians are some of the best people. Damn straight. Happy early B-Day, JV. Shout out, sweet Biddy McGee. Yeah, man. Aquarians, off the top of my head, I know Sailor's an Aquarian. It was just his birthday and Isabella's birthday the other day on the 4th, so they're both Aquarians. Max Kaiser's an Aquarian, and Paris Hilton is an Aquarian. And I know many of you watching are Aquarians, but let me know who else I'm missing. Y'all found a salon and a human touch zero gravity massage chair. So I get this, and then my pedicure and manicure. I'm living the good life. The chair cost $40 for 30 minutes, and it's so worth it. Oh, snap. So at the airport at your stopover, you found everything you needed. Shandy's getting it did. Zero gravity massage. That sounds amazing. Enjoy the fresh pedicure as well, and the mani. Living the good life. Yeah, you can't beat that. $40 for 30 minutes. Sign me up, Captain. Enjoy yourself there. That's awesome. So what's the best trade option on crypto? You just buy Bitcoin and you hodl. I know it sounds too easy, but that's all you do to get rich. Most people can't do it, but if you actually can do that, there's a very strong chance you're going to do very well in life. As simple as that. Now, here's the thing. I got the black screen of death today, so it's not going to allow me to play the music video, and that sucks because I was looking forward to that. So we'll have to play the music video tomorrow. When Chandy is here, we'll play the music video. But if you guys want to see it, she did upload it to her YouTube channel, and I have her YouTube channel pinned in the comments. So just click on the link and you can watch it and comment it. It'll help her with the algorithm. Comments help a lot, obviously, when you post videos. She also posted it on her X profile. And again, it's one of my favorite new videos. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. So you guys definitely got to watch it. It's fire. Totally next level. I wrote a comment like, Shandy's always raising the bar. The video, superb. So enjoy it, fellas, and let me know what you think. My mom was also a JC. No way. At the airport, didn't even realize they had salons and stuff. You got to travel more, Shandy. Get everything done. I love it. This thing dogs in. I've never been in a chair like this. The doing good. The doing good. I dig it. Supernaturally, she don't know anything about the proof of work. So naturally, damn you, T2T. Word. Can't be a pity party without JV walking around with a sage blunt. Yeah, so I'll give you some hints. Everyone who shows up at the party tomorrow is getting some gifts. And one of the gifts are I bought a nice box of cigars at the cigar shop yesterday. So all the bitty broskies get a big fat cigar. That's one of the several gifts everyone's going to leave with. Sergio hooked up the other gift, and you can probably guess what that is. It's supposed to be arriving here this evening. Fingers crossed. It said by 9 p.m. And then there's a gift that Chandy's bringing for all of you as well, which is amazing and probably the best of them all. And then there's, we have some other surprises for you guys. So it's going to be amazing. Again, tomorrow is the 100K Bitcoin Fiesta. Sold out. So sorry if you didn't buy a ticket. It is what it is. We can only fit so many people. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. And just to finally connect with the fam. I finally get to meet Bring Facts. Sign me up. And get to see Serge again and his wife. Chandy's coming back down, obviously. And it's going to be great. So looking forward to it. Fact says, I have a few shirts for a few people, but everybody else at the party who would like to have one can just give me your info and I'll mail one when I get back. Word up. What kind of shirts you got there? Like custom shirts, brother? I saw the bada boom. It's fire. I told you. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Fire track, and it's a fire video. Although fungibility might have lost technicality due to the OP vault. 100K party sats from Sergio. Well, I think the gift is more valuable than 100,000 sats, but no idea what consensus would say about Bitcoin use for crimes or stolen if fungibility changes. Great gift. I wish I could be in Puerto Rico for the party. I'll be there in spirit. Word up. Happy for those people in the CNA fam. Right on. Thank you guys for all the love. So yeah, if I didn't have the black screen of death right now, I would be playing the brand new music video, and then I'd share the party music video. And I planned on sharing videos today, but here we are. You got to do what you got to do. But at least I'm still here, and at least Bitcoin's above 95,000. We're correcting. Holy moly. 95.9 right now. What will be the next coin that will reach $1,000? I have no idea. I have traveled quite a bit, but always running late and rarely have layovers this long. That's right. You got a super long layover, so at least you get to get all your stuff done. It works out. Atlanta, correct me if I'm wrong, Atlanta has the massive airport, like one of the huge airports. Like Panama has a massive airport. My stopover when I went to El Salvador was in Panama, and I literally walked across the airport. It was like 20 minutes. They're like, oh, your whatever it's called, your gate is on the other side. You better start running. I'm like, come on. And it literally was on the complete opposite side. But yeah, I made it. Because typically when I travel, I always make sure like it's the least amount of travel time. I hate stopovers, but sometimes they're unavoidable because there's no other option. Like flying from Puerto Rico to Bitcoin country, El Salvador, there's no direct flight. So there's a stopover, and the stopover happens to be in Panama. So I always choose the flight with the shortest total travel time. But that can work against you if you don't have enough time to get to your gate if your first flight is arriving late. So shit can go absolutely wrong. You know what I mean? And the worst feeling is, it's happened to me over the years where you get stuck, you miss your flight, and another flight doesn't leave until the following day, and you're stuck at the airport all night. That happened to me one time in frickin' Chicago where it was freezing. I remember specifically purchasing a hoodie at the Chicago airport and just having to like stay overnight until the next available flight. So I try to avoid the stopover flights, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And Getter did. Walking down the beach towards the kayaking place, the adventure begins in less than an hour. Oh, snap. You get to see the luminescent bay. Enjoy that, facts. And let me know how it is, brother. Colorado Airport is, yep, that's another one. The Denver Airport is massive. They also have a massive underground facility, which they do a lot of evil out of, but I got to be careful about what I say. I'm on YouTube right now. Didn't hear you, 100K Biddy. It's the 100th time we hit it today. President Day is coming up. I smell a parabolic run up, says Sweet Biddy McGee. Solana is easy to build the cool shit. Chicago sucks, says Facts. But yeah, it is massive. Have fun, fam. We'll be down to Puerto Rico soon, JB. Got to wait for the rosemary to start growing again for your B-Day present. Well, thank you very much, Oracle. And, of course, can't wait to meet you when that day does come. Guppy says howdy to the Nipinator and the entire CNA Bitcoin Cafe. Guppy says howdy to the Nip. Nip says howdy to the Guppy. Guppy howdy pouty. Atlanta is huge. Yeah, good. Those huge airports have everything. It's like a shopping mall, salon, anything you can imagine. So good to hear. Getter did. Getter did. Okay. Plane train between the concourses, eh? Word. But anyways, welcome everyone joining the live stream. We got 1,600 folks tuned in right now. And again, I planned on playing videos, but my software is not going to allow me to do that today, so we have to switch it up. Shout out Captain Kanadi. Do not forget to eat your Bitcoin today. That's right. Always eat the Bitcoin. I just followed you back, Captain, and just reposted you. You can never forget your Bitcoin. The only non-GMO corn that exists on planet Earth. And that's because Bill Gates is an evil man.
2024 year of the dragons.
Bang.
Doing. Doing.
So what we'll do, we'll play the Bada Boom, Bada Bitcoin track because I can't play the video right now, but highly encourage you guys to watch the video. Again, I have Chandy's link pinned in the comment section on the tube, and her user ID is Chandy10 Music, so you can never forget it. And it's the same on X, but it's a fire track. Enjoy.
Bada boom, bada bang. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin, bada boom, breaking banks. Bada boom, we go. Laser.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that short coin, like bottle of water, especially if it's like Fuji water, which is really no better than any other bottle of water. But yeah, $15. I remember, yeah, it was like $12 for a bottle of water. And then I went to like Starbucks and got like a latte and it was like $5 or something. It's like, how did we get to the point where the bottled water, which is really bottled tap water, costs more than all the other beverages? Like, why is water twice as much as the coffee or the beer or any other beverage? Like, why is water the premium beverage? It makes no sense. The bottle of water should be 49 cents if you're to ask me. But yeah, $12, $15. Come on now. It's crazy for water. Talk about inflation. But yeah, such a ripoff of the airport. But that's the airport for you. You're paying for convenience, no? Like, I bet you Chandy's pedicure is probably going to be $100 versus, let's say, $40 or $50 at a local spot, right? But you're paying for convenience. Everything's more. Find me at the BBQ joint at the airport. Yes, I'm always running through the Atlanta airport. Never had time to look. It was left and right. So much fun. Right on. Everybody wants water at the airport. And you know how messed up it is? Like, even when I went to the El Salvador airport to come back to Puerto Rico, like, obviously you can't bring water because they'll take it from you. So I went through an entire checkpoint thing. I'm like, great, got through the checkpoint. So I'm like, I went to the cafe, got me a nice tall latte. I got me a big water. And then there was a second checkpoint, and they did not, at the gate, they did not allow you to, you had to like do another security checkpoint at the gate, and they wouldn't allow you to bring the water. So the water I just purchased after going through the security checkpoint and the coffee and feeling all good, I figured it out. And then you can't come through here unless, what? That was my first time ever experiencing that. So it's like, go to the airport. You can't buy any beverage. They're just going to take it from you when you go to your gate. So what's the whole point? Like, I have to travel with water. I like water. In case I swallow wrong, I start choking, I need something to drink. But it's like, no, you can't do that. So you had to like sit in the gate, go through a secondary security checkpoint, and you can't have a beverage. I was scratching my head like, what retards come up with this shit? You know what I mean? And why, like, 9/11 Homeland Security bullshit destroys our travel for today. Like, it's retarded. Like, the whole process is annoying. I can't wait to start flying private. That's all I got to say. It's crazy. Airport security is insane. I got to go. Enjoy that excursion. I'm glad to hear you're in Puerto Rico and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Fax. $40 is cheap for a pedi. Yeah, I mean, even like in Florida and stuff, like if I ever got a pedicure, it's like $50 or something like that. Weird, take water at the gate past security. They want you to buy one on the plane. Exactly. Nothing makes sense. You're also lucky because you get to snorkel dive and possibly scuba dive during the Puerto Rico party. Yeah, it's not it's snorkeling. It's not scuba diving, just to be clear, for the VIP day. It's a boating, snorkeling adventure, just FYI. But it's going to be amazing. And so be on the lookout for the pictures. I was bringing an expensive bottle of wine for my godfather. Oh, message retracted. Elon Musk just pitched starting a new show on X called 69 Minutes to expose lies. Amazing. BOA, Noit, Todos con like. El Miro, what it do? You would think a Trump Bitcoin ETF would boost the market. I guess more leveraged sad sacks are getting vaporized. Like Bring Fax's favorite vape. ETF is confiscatable? Yes. The only non-confiscatable Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Properly in self-custody. Cold storage. Bitcoin, BTC from the ETF obviously can be confiscated with an executive order. Easy peasy. And who's the primary custodian of all the ETF? BTC? Coinbase. So all they'd have to do is someone from the US government write an executive order, send it to Coinbase. Brian Armstrong folds and says, okay, to avoid jail or prison in this case. And then they take all that Bitcoin. So, and if they did that, they'd probably do that to MicroStrategy, or now known as Strategy, and all the other major players as well, because they're using Coinbase as their custodian and they're not using properly self-custodied Bitcoin. I think only Fidelity is using their own self-custody. Correct me if I'm wrong, as far as ETFs and the big boys are concerned. You know what I mean? Water is life. Preach. Got a GoPro going with me? Good. That's a win. I'm off to the races. Be blessed, Biddy fam. Stay strong, aware, and in harmony. Shit out 7 laws. Appreciate you tuning in. That's some bullshit, taking your water after the security checkpoint. What airport? Believe it or not, it was El Salvador. And I was like flexing as well. Like, hear me out. So I went, obviously, to the El Salvador airport to come back to Puerto Rico. And I went through the entire first whole security checkpoint thinking I was in the clear and I can now purchase beverages. And then there happened to be a checkpoint at the gate. So between the first checkpoint and the second checkpoint, I had to drink my coffee and my water, but I was like in a hurry. I didn't have extra time. So I pretty much had to throw out my beverages and then get into the second gate and then wait to board the plane and wait to be served to get my water. That was the first time ever, and I've been traveling my whole life. I've never had that particular experience, only at the El Salvador airport. So I don't know why the security measures were so intensified there. Like, I never saw you have to go through your bags at the gate because you already did all that. You understand? So it just didn't make a lot of sense to me. And I was flexing in the sense, after I went through the first gate, I text my mom. I'm like, El Salvador airport is the best. I'm like, the security checkpoint was a breeze. I got my beverages. All is good. And then, like, I find the gate and then they take my beverages from me. I'm like, damn it. True story. But yeah, man. JV, I like the subject. So what would ETF holders or MSTR get in return? Dollars. You know, if a CBDC isn't in place, you would just get the US dollar equivalent, which is all you get from an ETF anyways. Because think of it this way. When you invest into the ETF, you don't send your Bitcoin to the ETF. You're sending US dollars. And then BlackRock is taking your US dollars and purchasing Bitcoin with it and then sending that Bitcoin to Coinbase to hold it for you. And then whenever you decide to cash out, let's hypothetically say you bought a Bitcoin today via the ETF. So you send $100,000 to BlackRock. BlackRock purchases the Bitcoin. Coinbase self-custodies it. Let's hypothetically say this time next year, Bitcoin, just for the sake of the argument, is only worth $200,000 and you're up $100,000 gain on your Bitcoin and you want to take your ETF, your BTC ETF out. Well, you don't get Bitcoin then either. You get the cash equivalent, which would be $200,000, and you double your initial investment. So everything is with dollars. The only ones touching the Bitcoin is BlackRock and Coinbase. You're never touching it. Same concept if they were to confiscate all the BTC through the ETF, you would just probably get the equivalent in US dollars. But you're never actually really having the private keys to the Bitcoin. You're never touching the Bitcoin. It's nothing to do with you holding Bitcoin. So there's a huge difference there. You guys understand that? So I just want to make that clear. Let me know if that makes sense. They do that in Panama too. Right on. Yeah, Panama has a massive airport as well. Good evening. Good afternoon, people. Good evening. Good evening. I text my mom like that too still. Nice. Yeah, my mom's my best friend, so I'm drinking a cold brew. Enjoy the cold brew. English, please. Yeah, I don't know. I would not buy Bitcoin through BlackRock. Yeah, I mean, only those who are forced to do it for whatever reason is that a viable option. If you're just a regular person and you can buy Bitcoin, you would want to own the real asset versus the fiat equivalent of someone else holding it and you getting an IOU, which is virtually the same as what a derivative is, if that makes any sense. There ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. What was that from? Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Yeah, ain't nothing like the real thing. And that's Bitcoin. JV is going to see your mom. Oh, yeah. So my mom flies in tomorrow and my brother flies in tomorrow. I told you my fam's coming to the party. So they both fly in tomorrow. Chandy gets to meet the fam, and everyone who attends gets to meet my actual fam. So looking forward to that. Probably should be MicroStrategy. Thank you for the explanation. Explaining. You're very welcome, Shorecoin. Is he not already in Puerto Rico? I don't know who you're referring to. Fax is in Puerto Rico. Yeah, this is fun. Fax going to the electric blue water. I'm in the massage chair. JV is doing his thing. We all get together tomorrow. But where's Serge? Maybe he's on a flight right now, Shandy. What is Serge doing right now? I'm sure he'll chime in when he can. Shout out Serge. Sailor will only accept land in Manhattan. Not even. Yeah, but tax-free Bitcoin. Exactly. There's pros and cons to everything, but you don't really have any Bitcoin when you have an ETF. You don't have Bitcoin. Coinbase does. So let's not get it twisted. Talk about Argentina and Malay. I don't really have so much news to share out of Argentina, but if there's some breaking news with Javier Malay, if you can maybe jot or copy paste whatever the story is, I'm happy to read it out loud for the fam. There, George. What up, J-Dub the Laker? 21 mil, baby. That's a blackjack. Tell your mom I said hi. You got it, Oracle. Ahoy, Bitcoin Pirate crew. Shout out Greg. What it do? Serge is flying right now. Nice. Shout out Serge and his wife. Excited to see you too. JB, Black just announced we'll be able to get the Bitcoin in return for iBit. I didn't see that announcement. So is that called the in-kind ETF instead of the cash redemption kind, which I think is the current? Safe travels to Serge and the wife. Amen. Yeah, it's crazy because almost all the guests of the party are flying in. There's just a few people who live here locally, maybe 3 or 4, besides myself, of course. So most of the people are flying in. We even have someone flying in from El Salvador, Bitcoin country. Bitcoin versus Litecoin. My understanding is Litecoin was the first fork of the Bitcoin network. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Good day. Hell of a day. Shout out Greg. Good to have you on the stream, broski. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin.
Eyes locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang. We're lunar high on a rocket ship. No keys, no crown, bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. It's a beautiful day in the Bitcoin hood. Paper hands panic, huddle gangsters fist. The biddy keeps rising as a superstar should. Loyal to the biddy, we already knew it would. They print and pretend, but we code and defend. Cold storage lock, never trust, never bend. Fiat's a Titanic, watch the central banks capsize. Ledger don't lie, every block crystallized. Immutable, unchangeable, unbreakable. Block by block, this train can't be tamed. This decentralized power lit with the dragon's flame. Prophecy of Satoshi, BTC can't be contained. No more playing Monopoly, decentralized. We reign. Bada boom, bada bang, bada boom, bada Bitcoin, bada boom, breaking banks. Bada boom, we go. Going, going. Laser eyes locked, the biddy is Fiat's eclipse. Bada boom, bada bang, no keys, no crown. We're lunar high on a rocket ship. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. Wow. Huddle tight, hold them tight, never gonna sell. 21 forever, it's a blackjack fairy tale. No inflation, no debasing, lizard folk.
Bada boom, bada Bitcoin. The fund manager filed with the SEC to allow investors to redeem its BlackRock iShares Bitcoin Trust iBit and Bitcoin instead of cash January 27th. Wow, I didn't know all that. That's pretty interesting. Good to know. So then, theoretically, you don't get the cash back when you're ready to cash out. Hence, they would send you the Bitcoin, if I'm understanding that correctly, Matt. Now, what about if someone wanted to invest Bitcoin but didn't want to sell their Bitcoin for cash to avoid a taxable event? Can they send Bitcoin to BlackRock? That's my question. Hey, JB, where can I find a list of these Bitcoin songs you play? I thought you never asked. I have Chandy's direct YouTube link pinned in the comment section of the YouTube. And the username is Chandy10Music, but you're going to notice I have a pinned message that says #1 Bitcoin Music, and I have Chandy's link. Just click the link and then subscribe to her channel and start watching her videos. All of her content is incredible. She has literally like over 4 hours of Bitcoin music, and a lot of it you can find on her channel. and on her X account. And her X handle is also Chandy10 Music. #1 Bitcoin music, hands down. Doing. Michael Saylor said Litecoin is a good alternative. I never heard him say that. I never heard him compliment any coin besides Bitcoin. Hence, there is no second best. This crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin. It goes doing. Shout out Sergio, by the way. BitcoinCaps.net. If you like this Bukele camo, you can cop the same one. It's available on the website. It looks like we got 1,700 people on the stream. If you guys can repost it, if you haven't already, I appreciate it. You're going to notice the stream pinned at the top of my profile on X. And that way I can repost it and see if we can get 2,000 people on the stream. This is a Q&A segment of the live stream. We're just chillaxing, jamming out. Bada boom, bada Bitcoin.
Gonna yell, raising hell. Cause bada boom, I bought a Bitcoin.
Dope track, by the way. And there's a second version. I believe the second version is what you made the video to. So those of you who go to our channel get to watch that right away. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Okay, fun fact about the Litecoin. It does not use SHA-256. It stays to its things. It's less secure, more fast. Thank you, Matt. I'm going to get Serge to make me a Canadian Bitcoin hat. Oh, Sergio, right on. He could do custom things. Unfortunately, I think Bitcoin is going to face some more stormy weather for a few more days, maybe a bit longer. The weekly chart's exhibiting weakness across multiple indicators and oscillators. Oh, snap. Bigger blocks. Already did, JC. Already did. TA is fake, and it especially does not work on Bitcoin. Yeah, that's why we call it astrology for the broskies. Always take TA with a grain of salt. Unless I've lost my mind. You were just playing the first version. Oh, no, that is correct. I was playing the first version. I only have the first version on the Roadcaster. And the new version with the video, I planned on playing, but I got the black screen of death when I hit go live. So I know it's not going to work. So we'll have to save it for tomorrow, the full version with the video. And that's why I was encouraging everyone to just go to your channel now instead of waiting and go check it out. I think Sailor was joking about the Litecoin. Probably. The other one is way better. If you're playing the other one, then I'm sorry, I have lost my mind. You did not lose your mind, so you're good, Chandy. Litecoin, 84 million units. Bitcoin, 24 million units. What do you mean by Bitcoin, 24 million units? Do you mean 21 million? I've never heard 24 before. So let me know. Because 24 is not a blackjack. You lose with a 24. You need 21. Right on. TA is better than blind faith and crystal balls, but we shall see over the course of the next several days. Yeah, my understanding is a lot of the macro factors trump all the technical bullshit, but the technical bullshit has its place. Like, for example, the Fibonacci levels, you know what I mean, are really good and solid oftentimes. But a lot of the macro stuff just trumps all the technical things. So it's kind of irrelevant in a way, the technical stuff. And the people who claim to be like the technical top Gs, the Garrett Soloways, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And the more convinced an analyst is that he's got it all figured out, the less trustworthy he is. Because the reality is nobody knows the future. It's yet to be determined. We don't know if we're going to get the Strategic Reserve Bill signed by Trump, right? Will it pass the Senate or the Congress? This. We don't know what's going to happen. We believe we know. We like to believe we know. You know, there's polymarket betting odds, and we can see this is favorable. This is not likely to happen. But everything's probabilities, and there's different timelines, my understanding. And if the people do this, and X, Y, Z does this, and the president does that, we're on this timeline. If this doesn't happen, this might happen, and we be on this timeline. If that doesn't happen, and we repeat 2017, and we enter a super cycle, this might happen. But to say with 100% certainty, this is going to happen, That's it, period. I smell some bullshit. Unless you're Edgar Casey or Nostradamus, the best to ever do it as far as profits are concerned. You know what I mean? But I digress. The second version is the one. I just put the link. Delete the first version, JV. It's not even close as good. Well, I believe you. I'm actually going to replace the original version with the new one on the Roadcaster for the next show. I just didn't get the chance to do that because I've been running around doing errands and all that kind of stuff. I don't know who you're asking, Matt. Are you a successful trader? I'm not going to pretend to be a successful trader. I don't even trade. I don't like it. I don't sleep good at night when I have active trades. I just buy Bitcoin and hold it for 8 years as I have and winning. Hey, JV, do you gifted out any scripts this month? Scripts. Oh, subscriptions? Yeah. We gifted I think 21 or 22 subscriptions on the first. And I think Serge kicked it off, gifted some, and then Chandy gifted some, and then I forget everyone, but everyone started gifting. And then I gifted the 10. I gift 10 every month, and it sparked like a domino effect. Everyone started gifting memberships, and I greatly appreciate that. But we did give them out 20 plus memberships last week, a few days ago. Okay, the other version, the really good one, and I don't always love listening to one of my songs over and over because I made it over and so different with this one. Max and Stacy's song, Right On. Strategic Reserve Bill is in the Finance Committee right now. They're debating on it. Of course, most of the leftists are against it. Common sense, right? I swear I have seen you buy Bitcoin on the stream. Maybe I dreamed that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought Bitcoin live on stream. Maybe once or twice. If I just don't think I would flex that on a live stream because it may show personal details or something. Maybe I've done it, but I don't even recall if I did. So probably wasn't me if I was to guess there, brother. I know Chandy has smashed by it and sent me messages. Look, I just bought another 10,000 Bitcoin. I just bought another 20, whatever. But I don't think I've done that on the stream. I acquired most of my Bitcoin in the early years when I discovered it versus the latter years. Anyways, 10,000 on a 20x long on Bitcoin since election day. I'm going to keep it open until it hits 140. Going to gain another biddy on that trade. Well, I wish you success. Yeah, I don't do the leverage trading. I don't like risk. I'm very low risk tolerance. And so I don't mess with the leverage trading. The most risky thing I've ever done, which was a fucking huge risk, was the Bitcoin backed loan for $1 million, close to $1 million to buy the house or whatever. But that was pretty crazy. But besides that, I don't really take any risks. Bless you, Nippinator. God bless you. The one and only Nippinator. But yeah, some people love the thrill of trading, and I get it. That's just not me. I don't have any desire to be trading because to me it's gambling. And I just not a big fan of gambling. I got to be in the mood. Like every once in a blue moon, I'll hit the casino up, do a little blackjack like I did in El Salvador, take the casino's money, break the casino, go home with all their money and buy more Bitcoin. It goes to doing. I'm holding a large percentage of MicroStrategy. So far, I've gotten out of each disaster within 1 week of it blowing up, like Mt. Gox, WoW, FTX, and BlockFi. Yeah, so with me, I had my loan through BlockFi, and I closed the loan right before shit hit the fan. I had to pay off the loan to avoid losing all my, collateral, and that was very scary. I got like a margin call warning. Yeah, that was crazy. Most retail traders lose money. The biggest reason is the lack of the disciple or the plan. Credit to Forbes. Shit out dirty. Keeping it dirty. I don't get liquidated unless we hit 65 G's. Well, that's probably, you're probably good, but probably doesn't mean for sure. So there's still a risk there. I also do some covered calls on MicroStrategy. Right on. It's good to have the Oracle and Darth Melda in the chat. Like a big family. You guys are OGs, so it's good to see you both. Serge, on his plane yet? I'm going to assume he's in the air right now if he's not on the stream. Been paying my bills for a bit. Word. Why pay my bills doing the live streaming gig? You think I do this for my health? I make $16 a week on X. I'm crushing it right now. I'm planning on retiring soon. Is Nippinator going to the party? No. Nippinator is not going to be at the party for obvious reasons. It's first and foremost, it's a party, and I don't want to babysit Nipsey freaking out from music and strangers and trying to get food from everybody, which he would be trying to scheme you guys. He'd be your best friend and be very kind because he'd want you to give him the food. He's all for the food. He'll sell me out for a pepperoni, this dog. So I can't take him. Still saying 115 by the 12th of February, JB. Word up. Well, send it. I'd love to see just price discovery mode by the time of my birthday on the 11th. That'd be great. Currently 1093 is the current all-time high achieved inauguration day, Jan 20th. So we can get to 115 or better yet, 130. The target on the 4-hour chart on my birthday. Let's go. Feb 21st is the week I'm thinking about it. Right on. And again, welcome everyone joining us. We got 1,800 people watching. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube.
Bada boom, bada bang.
Bada boom, bada bang. I actually want to play one of the 100K songs.
Vibing in the tropics, the air so sweet. Swaying to the rhythm with the Bitcoin beat. JV's on the court, he's calling the plays. Me and Serge ballin', winning all day. Starlit skies, strawberry moon, dancing to the whispers of a bitty tune. Thirsty under a Puerto Rican hunger moon.
Libra scales tip to Aquarius charm. It's Bitcoin astrology, we're disarmed. Manifesting lasting connections on this golden shore, this legendary perfection. So good we're craving more.
Doink, doink, give me more.
Coconuts crack, the fire pits dragging. Flame lit, Spinderella spins and the fam's feeling.
Hot dealers unite, Puerto Rican delight. This is our night, keeping it tight.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time.
It's the number 11, won't you come with me to the party, I mean.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
you can't deny.
From Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy,
sexy vacation.
sexcation.
It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Puerto Rico, Bitcoin doing.
This feels right, no ditty. It feels tight, so drippy. I wanna hear you cry out my name. I wanna make you feel the bang bang.
Ding dong on my door, watch how I answer, I wanna soar.
Puerto Rico nights under Satoshi skies. Just try to stop this good time.
Try to stop this good time. Last year on the 12th of February, we hit 50,000. The month after, we hit the new all-time high of over 70,000. That's right. I remember like yesterday. It's crazy how fast a year goes by, Oracle. The Bitcoin weekly chart has a lot of work to do for that to happen. The log, MACD, the RSI, the DMI, and the BTMM TDI is all pointing down, which sucks. So drippy. You got that right, Bobby Digital. So drippy.
No bad wolf's gonna try, but bitty wolves
you can't deny.
From Bitcoin live streams to juicy by the sea wet dreams.
Strawberry juicy,
this sexy vacation.
sexcation.
It's an oceanfront kind of ecstasy. It's a 100K moist bitty dream.
Tell me more, boss man. My bitty king turns me on. Bitcoin. We're rebels, we're dreamers, we're the Bitcoin tribe. Living for the moment, I'm riding the rocket, living the bitty vibe. Bitty can't it up, getting wet with our Bitcoin. Doing, we're going point.
Bambalam BD fam.
Yeah, I see you guys with the Super Bowl commercial comments. I remember previous cycle, it was insane. Like, I remember Coinbase had the ad at the Super Bowl where the barcode that you scan was just bouncing up and down the screen. FTX had crazy. Every crypto exchange had like a Bitcoin commercial. This year, I don't know what to expect. What do you guys think will happen? And then I remember when the BlackRock ETF and all the ETFs started launching, a lot of the asset managers started having commercials like Fidelity and stuff like that. Bitwise, do you remember? So it'll be interesting to see as times have changed drastically since 2021, but we shall soon see. I formally predict an explosion upwards of the Bitty price. I like your prediction, Matt. I like it a lot. Doing, da doing, doing, doing. You make my Bitty go, da doing, doing, doing. Another one of my favorite songs coming up.
Oh, bring me up, Bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a Bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack. Blue stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats cause the haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the Bitty like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the Bitty like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes Bitties the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the Bitty has set me free.
Going, let's Bitty up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key. Stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies. Raising up the Bitty like Gohan. Living in a huddle house, we're not the pawns.
Going, let's Bitty up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin's dripping like a new Scottie Pippen 80 G's. We're royalty, Bitty kings and queens, manifesting the kingdom that's finally come. Playing chess moves, checkmate, we won.
We're raising the roof in El Salvador. Freedom flows, IMF can't hold us no more.
Stacking BTC like Tate versus the BBC. Stacking the Bitty like BTC OGs. Stacking BTC on Lightning with no fees. Stacking BTC like Snoop Dogg rolls weed. Stacking BTC like Scarface with a nosebleed. Stacking BTC like Shinobi, nobody knows me. Stacking BTC like everyone owes me. Stacking BTC like Max and John McAfee. Stacking BTC, accumulating sats so rapidly, so happily. Stacking BTC so casually, no casualties of galaxies around Earth fallacies. Stacking BTC on a flat Earth with no gravity. Stacking BTC cause Bitcoin is your majesty.
Going, let's Bitty up, babe. Bang, bang on the door, baby, never let it fade. Auto house strong, yeah, we built it this way. No one to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding.
Bitcoin glow, stack it up, let it show. Price discovery, patience, game on, let's go. Bitty up, Roger out. We're changing the world, there's no doubt.
Well, here's what we're going to do, fam. I'm going to end the stream. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. We got 1,900 people here. Well done. Thanks for the comments, the quotes, the reposts, the support. Tomorrow, 100K Bitcoin Fiesta. In the evening, we're going to be celebrating Bitcoin hitting the epic six-figure milestone. It's finally here. I can't believe it. We've been talking about this for years, so I'm very excited for that. Tomorrow we'll do an early stream, and Sunday no stream because we'll be out in a boat for VIP day. But nonetheless, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out Shandy, safe travels. Enjoy your excursion today with the luminescent water there. Facts, I just saw your comment. And Serge, safe travels, and everyone flying in today or tomorrow, safe travels. I'll see you guys very soon here in Puerto Rico. Make it a blessed day. Cheers, family.
I've got a pretty bitty feeling 110